Hey you guys, I'm back with another message from the Lord. Like I said, you guys, I have several messages, and God really want these messages to get recorded because between each recording, my phone has start recording every time because I have so many messages. So I would stop it and it would start recording again on its own. So God is like, let me know, like, go ahead and get these messages out. But this particular message is based upon a number that God had showed me a few days ago. And I was praying and asking God for more confirmation, more clarity on it. Because the number is 798, and in the strong concordance, it means approaching. And I'm like, okay, God, so what's approaching? Like, what is approaching? So I was just sitting on it because I really wanted clarity about what he was talking about. Because when he's saying approaching, I'm like, okay, so what's approaching? So whenever I asked God for more clarity, he took me to the book of Acts, chapter 20. The 16th verse, and I'm gonna read it. And y'all excuse the background noise. Like I said, I'm waiting for a pickup. And it says, Paul decided to sail on past Ephesus, for he didn't want to spend any more time in the province of Asia. He was hurrying to get to Jerusalem, if possible, in time for the festival of the Pentecost. Okay, so this part of the Bible, Paul was in Asia, or the province of Asia, for like 3 years. And since he was in the province of Asia for like 3 years, he was unable to get to the Pentecost, the Pentecost celebration. And God told me to look up Pentecost, right? And I did. And Pentecost is the celebration, like the 50th day is 50 days after the resurrection of Jesus, right? So it commemorates the descent of the Holy Spirit and of the apostles and the other disciples following the crucifixion of Jesus, the resurrection, and the ascension of Jesus Christ. And it marks the beginning of the Christian church mission to the world. All right? So a lot of God's children, we had to die to some things in order to be resurrected. And Jesus was ascended back to heaven, right? And to be ascended pretty much means to be taken back, to be taken up, all right? To be elevated, to taken higher, all right? Taken back onto heaven. But what stood out to me was 50. It's based upon Pentecost, is based upon the Greek word 50th. And God told me to go to the strong concordance, strong Hebrew concordance, to look at what 50 means. 50 means Father of plenty, prosperous. And I was like, okay, God. And whenever he told me approaching, I said, okay, God, so something new is approaching. And then God clearly confirmed that, to want me to come and confirm to God's children that you are approaching your new. We got to think about the Pentecost, right? Let's talk about the Pentecost. The Pentecost was a celebration to where people were known to receive the Holy Spirit. During the Pentecost, during that time of fasting and praising God, that time of celebration, gifts are enhanced. People got new gifts. So it was like a celebration. I know for me, during the time of Pentecost, like if I'm fasting and praying during that time, my gifts are enhanced. All right, they're elevated. I'm more sensitive in the spirit. All right, and it's a celebration. Okay, but when God told me about the word 50, or the number 50, Father of plenty, prosperous, I was like, okay, God, so we are approaching the new. We are approaching a time of celebration. We are approaching a time where of prosperity. So you are approaching your new. Get excited, okay? People were very, very excited about the the Pentecostal festival. Paul was just like, I missed this festival for 3 years. I'm gonna get in the number this time. You know how we get so excited where sometimes we be like, okay, I just want to be in the house of the Lord. I just want to be in the presence of the Lord. Get excited because you are approaching your new. You are about to enter in your season of plenty. You are about to enter in your season of prosperous. And I have been praying and reading scriptures about prosperity for God's children, the blessings of being prosperous and the blessings of giving once we receive what God has given us being able to be a blessing to someone else and still being prosperous. I've been praying those prayers and reading those scriptures, and God is saying you are approaching your new. You are approaching your new. Okay, that's why it's imperative for us to not be distracted during this time. It ties to the other message and to the ones that God has been telling to stop playing with him. Y'all need to get in line and get in order, or you're going to miss this move, this Pentecostal move that's about to hit, where it's going to be like everybody that is on one accord is going to receive what God has for them. And you're going to miss it because you're not in alignment. You're going to miss it because you're playing with God. But to God's children, he is saying you are approaching your new. You are really approaching your new season. You are approaching your new. What you've been praying for, the prosperity, because your Father is a Father of plenty. And that really touched my spirit this morning, and I got excited. I'm like, okay, God, because like I said, I've really been praying these prayers or reading these scriptures since the week of Thanksgiving. All right. Almost every night I pick up that book that has those scriptures in there, and I pray and I read those scriptures since the week of Thanksgiving. So be in the spirit of thanksgiving, being the spirit of being ready to receive what God is about to give you, because he is the Father of plenty. All right. He is the Father of plenty. He is going to make sure you will be prosperous in this season. Okay. So just wanting to come and tell God's children that you are approaching your new. You are approaching your new. That's why the warfare is like it is. That's why the distractions are coming. That's why God is sending out warnings to his children to tell them to stop playing with him, get it together, because we are approaching the new. And this all makes sense because, yeah, we are approaching the new, and we're about to enter into a new calendar physical year. Okay, the year of 2024. We are already in a new year based upon the Hebrew calendar, but we are about to enter into a new actual physical year based upon the Gregorian calendar. So you are approaching your new. Okay, so all right, you guys, I just had to come and share what God has given me. I hope it was a blessing to you, but get ready. Also, some of y'all might see a lot of things happen and transpire all the way up to the Pentecost of in 2024. So get ready, okay? So don't find it strange where a lot of things just start happening, lining up all the way up to Pentecost Sunday. All right, so and it's going to be further than that, but y'all will probably see a lot of things going on, a lot of blessings, a lot of new things that you've been praying and desiring starts to happen all the way up to the Pentecost. So get ready. All right, it's the beginning for you. The Pentecost was the beginning of the mission of the Church of Christ, spreading the mission and the gospel of God, okay? The gospel of Jesus Christ. All right, so I love you all. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will chat with you all later.